Tonight, a major pushback from East Texans who want to prevent a reservoir from being built on their land. Experts say Dallas-Fort Worth needs 5 new reservoirs to sustain all of their growth. And to make a reservoir, you need to dam a river and flood farmland. People in Northeast Texas are fighting back against a proposed reservoir that would send water to the Metroplex. It's being called Marvin Nichols. In an interview with our Geolitics podcast, Denise Benzenson with the Texas Conservation Alliance outlines when talks of this project began.
Back in 2001, and there was a tremendous fight against it then, and it got postponed. But in the last revision of the state water plan, it was again moved forward to a time frame that's comparable to when they would actually start building it in the near future.
The proposal lists the job to be completed by the year 2050 and in operation, but the proponents have always said it'll take them 30 years to get it permitted and built. 2050 is only 28 years from now. That's why tonight, Preserve Northeast Texas gathered to continue fighting against Marvin Nichols. Jose Alonso tells us how long they've pushed back to keep their property.
It was over 20 years ago that we found out that they were going to try to build a lake on our family land.
Over 20 years. That's how long many Northeast Texans have been fighting against the proposed Marvin Nichols Reservoir.
Gary, you're going to be impacted by this. Where exactly is your land here on the map?
Well, Sulphur River runs right through here. It's the boundary between Titus and Red River counties. It runs along there. And our land is on the north side of the river.
Right in the heart of it?
Yes.
Many residents in this meeting are in Gary's shoes, even businesses like the lumber industry.
Taking 200,000 or 300,000 acres of timber producing properties out of production would dramatically impact us.
Jim Thompson says if this proposal is enacted, it will impact the 125 direct employees they have, along with drivers, contractors, and even a nearby paper mill company. And according to Janice Bezanzin, the demand for more water in the DFW area comes from residents watering their lawns, not for business uses like restaurants or everyday home essentials.
So we're asking the people of Northeast Texas to give up their lands, their livelihoods, and in many cases their homes, so that people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area can water their lawns.
I hear politicians and elected officials all the time say we're going to stand up for private property rights. If you're standing up for private property rights, you will not be in support of this project.
A project continuing to haunt families who've been fighting for the land for years.
My dad showed me what we can do to help prevent this, and we're showing the next generation what they can do to help prevent this. So we're going to keep battling it as long as we can, and then our kids are too.
This lake keeps moving west. Let's move it to Dallas.
In Mount Pleasant, Jose Alonso, CBS 19.
Many residents and business owners in the path of the project say they yet have to hear how much the state would compensate them if they decided to move ahead with the project.